So you're doing this out of the kindness of your heart. You don't want to win.
No.
Okay.
No. My plan is to educate.
All right, fine.
I mean, that is the ultimate goal, and if I can't educate him, he kicks some ass, then it's even better.
What do you for Justin to start the first game down 4-0?
Yeah, but I don't think it's an issue really. To me, I'm looking at it from the perspective of you're playing who you consider to be the best player ever, and you have some nerves.
Right. Yeah. Okay. In my experience, the big game, you really have to get an under working consistently.
Okay. So, what do you think that Justin's left while under to be that shot?
I don't think so, in all honesty. I'm not sure if Justin can hit it consistently quick enough.
Okay. So what do you think that Justin's left while under to be that shot?
I don't think so, in all honesty. I'm not sure if Justin can hit it consistently quick enough to get that work.
Some confusion on the table.
It's 5-2, I think, Danny.
I think what happened there is that Danny said over. He was saying nice over. Though I thought he said that he was over the line.
So there we have that kind of. If you're Justin, what do you do going into this next game?
I think, if I was advising him, I would say to stick with what you were going to try to do in the match initially, and not let the fact that you're down 2 games really quickly detract. I don't think that he's had a chance yet to even implement whatever the plan is.
Yeah.
I think it's more nerves than anything.
That can be a dangerous challenge match sometimes. I think here, I don't know, I think scoring against Danny, you have to set up the clock a bit more. I don't think this kind of quick setup really work against him.
Right. I agree. Like, that's too fast.
Yeah. Danny's defense is just so solid, you almost have to give it time to move around.
Right.
He's just like defensive reaction time is fast enough to just be there.
When I talk about defensive posture, a lot of times the pushback I hear is, well, who's to say what's the best, form? Well, I mean, we have a good amount of information, a good amount of players over the course of the history of the sport. Look at Danny; he's not hunched over,
no, he's not.
And he's not, pulled back really far either. He's sort of neutral and centered.
Right. I mean, you and Danny have fairly similar triangle type defenses. You're a 10-time world champion, Dan is an 11-time world champion, and Colin, despite it being an orthodox defense, he really does have the backbone of the triangle defense.
Right.
Where I'd say he is pretty squared away on defense. You'll notice a lot of times on defense, Colin will put his kind of like thumb on top of the mallet to sort of like steady himself, kind of.
If he can hit that right wall over consistently, he's really going to have something here. Oh, Lord.
Classic Danny Hines right all over.
Yeah, from far back.
Physical sense.
Yeah, the laws of physics do not allow for that shot. And again, oh Lord,
I would give my eventual firstborn son to have that shot.
You won, and then in the second set, he got you 4-0. What happened?
It boils down to defense, discipline.
Okay, so
straight shot. There's crosses going in on me. I'm still with them.
Okay. Really? That's what you saw? Okay. Okay.
So what's offense? I just got cleaned up.
Okay. So what is he planning to do on offense?
I think I need to get a little bit more back to the basics. Just focus on cut straights, cross straights, and then hitting some good delayed release unders and that kind of thing.
So last when we interviewed and we talked at the Worlds, you were talking about how right wall over, pretty much you couldn't hit it anymore. Back when you had to switch mounts, and you've hit a lot of them. So is it just like a unique kind of like
every now and then it just works.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was like the only thing I had. Everything else wasn't going. So,
that touch cut was going a lot.
And I went away from it. Kind of got to get back to it. It's really, but I think it all goes down to defense. Just letting those shots that I know I can block go in. And, the left under. What do you to do to block it? Yeah, well, I got to focus because if I'm just like out here in limbo land and I'm not paying attention. Like, it's like it's the age I think kicking in. It's hard. I don't know.
What's about to happen? Oh, that's about to happen.
Well, it's something that we haven't seen before, but I think it takes just the amount of to sit there and have patience to wait on it until when it actually gets hit and it's react. So just have that kind of that passion or that love to stay up there. Mental focus is hard, So that's what I'm struggling with, I think, more than anything. All right. See how it goes.
There was no reason to charge. I'm not sure I understand. But see, now here, he gets his stuff.
Right.
And
So
he's going to be motivated to continue charging. And I think ultimately that's not going to be helpful. Great left wall under. How long can he keep that shot going will be interesting to see. Okay, he's going to bank on him. Or he hit it. Just hit it. Ooh. Or he hit it. Just hit it. Ooh. So losing a set 4-0 to Justin will probably be a wake-up call to Danny. He's not in control in this game right now, but it's got to be a wake-up call. I'm almost sure that Justin has never beaten him a set. And so to beat him a set and to beat him 4-0, it must give Danny pause.
Yeah. It is interesting talking to Dan. A lot of his air hockey theory actually does come from football.
Can you give an example? Or?
No. I think, I forget exactly what he was saying, but I think part of his defensive theory does come from, like, I don't know anything about football, but from, I guess, defensive theory in football. Where he really thinks, I think he thinks of defense in terms of, like, percentages for what he's going to block.
Maybe, and it's possible maybe he talks about possession, because that's very important in football. And I think it's important in air hockey as well, because even if you're not scoring, but you have possession of the puck a lot more than your opponent does, there's a mental part of that. It wears the other person down.
It frustrates the opponent.
Yeah. They just want to get their hands on the puck.
That's one of the most difficult things about playing Colin in particular, is he has so much possession time.
Interesting how Danny sneaks that left ball under him.
Yes, yeah.
It's just not a fast shot.
Yeah.
I mean, comparative to, Power Banks.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what's so deceptive about it that he sneaks in.
I think